Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. Today we journey into the world of the United Kingdom's Elizabeth II 2-pence coin from the year 1998. A coin many people have handled in their daily lives without ever realizing the remarkable significance it carries. This isn't just a piece of metal from the late 20th century. It is a silent witness to a changing era, a symbol of British identity, and for a select few collectors, a treasure worth millions. To truly appreciate the importance of the 1998 2-pence coin, we must turn back the pages of history and look at the grand tapestry of British coinage itself. The decimal system, introduced in 1971, revolutionized the UK's currency system. It replaced centuries of traditional denominations rooted in pounds, shillings, and pence and brought in a modern structure that made everyday transactions easier and more logical. The 2-pence coin was part of this innovative era. With its distinctive copper-plated steel composition and its instantly recognizable design, the coin quickly became a staple in everyday British life. But while millions upon millions were minted for circulation, not all 2-pence coins were created equal. Some years produced coins that, due to unusual circumstances, unique minting patterns, or limited distribution, became exceptional within the collector's market. The year 1998 is especially intriguing. Though at a glance it seems like just another year in the timeline of British coinage, several factors make the 1998 2-pence coin stand out. This specific year marked a period of transition within the Royal Mint, both in terms of technology and quality control. It was a time when subtle variations, minting anomalies, and production decisions created conditions where certain coins became genuinely unique. The Elizabeth II portrait featured on the 1998 2-pence is the third major effigy of the Queen used during her long reign, designed by Raphael Maclauff. This portrait shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, an image known for its elegance and classical presentation. The 2-pence coin bearing this design is instantly recognizable, but what collectors have come to appreciate even more are the small, almost invisible details that make some 1998 specimens extraordinary. The reverse design of the coin, created by Christopher Ironside, showcases the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers rising through a coronet, accompanied by a ribbon bearing the motto, Ich diene, meaning, I serve. This design, rich in heritage, represents centuries of royal tradition. While millions of these reverse designs were struck across multiple years, 1998 holds a special place for collectors because of certain ultra-rare variations and production quirks. Some rare pieces exhibit exceptionally sharp strikes, unusual color toning, or minting anomalies that set them apart from the typical circulation coins. But what truly elevates the 1998 Elizabeth II 2-pence into the realm of ultra-rare collectibles is not simply its design or its historical symbolism. It is the powerful combination of scarcity, desirability, and mystery. Over the years, only a very small number of high-grade examples have been identified, and within this tiny group lies an even more elite category: coins preserved in near-perfect, museum-worthy condition. These coins are so pristine that they look as though they have never experienced a single moment of circulation. Their reflective shimmer, flawless surfaces, and stunning detail level make them incredibly desirable among expert collectors. Imagine holding such a coin in your hand. You turn it slowly under the light. Every detail, from the lines of the Queen's diadem to the delicate feathers of the Prince of Wales' badge, is sharp, clean, and vibrant. There are no scratches. No dull patches. No tarnish. It feels almost unreal, like a time capsule preserved from 1998 and delivered to the present. These coins are so rare that most collectors will never see one in person, let alone own one. They appear occasionally in private sales or high-end auctions, but when they do, the competition is fierce. Wealthy collectors and investors understand their value, and they bid aggressively, pushing the prices into territory that seems unbelievable for a simple 2-pence coin. But the value of a coin like this goes far beyond aesthetics. Its worth is rooted in the deep emotional connection collectors have to history. This coin represents the late 20th century United Kingdom, a period of technological advancement, political transformation, and global influence. It represents Queen Elizabeth II at a time when her reign was entering its matured phase, an era of diplomacy, continuity, and national pride. It represents craftsmanship at the Royal Mint, whose tradition spans over 1,000 years. And most importantly, it represents the enduring fascination humans have with rare objects, objects that symbolize a moment frozen in time. While many coins rise in value due to metal content or historical events, the 1998 2-pence coin rises in value for a different reason: its mystique. The number of surviving premium-grade examples is so tiny that experts still debate how many truly exist. Some speculate that only a handful of pristine specimens were ever mistakenly released into public circulation. Others believe these ultra-rare examples could be pattern strikes, testing coins, or highly select samples set aside by the mint but somehow rediscovered in later years. Whatever their origin may be, they have ignited a passionate quest among collectors who seek the finest, rarest version of every British denomination. And so, the story grows. Rumors circulate. Collectors whisper tales at auctions. Private dealers hint that they have seen one or two in their careers, but never with certainty. Online forums buzz with speculation. Could there be more out there? Could someone unknowingly hold a hidden treasure in the back of their drawer? It is this sense of possibility that elevates the 1998 2-pence beyond mere numismatics and into the realm of legend. Imagine a coin that began its life in the everyday world, intended for casual use in shops and markets. Yet today, that same coin is chased, protected, and admired like a priceless gem. This transformation from ordinary to extraordinary is one of the most magical aspects of coin collecting. And for many collectors, the 1998 2-pence perfectly captures this magic. But what about its market value? What makes this particular year command such astonishing prices? The answer lies in the convergence of three forces: rarity, condition, and demand. In the world of rare coins, value is never determined by age alone. Many older coins are worth only modest amounts, simply because there are too many of them. What truly matters is how many of the finest examples exist. And when a coin becomes nearly impossible to find in top condition, it enters a new level of desirability. For the 1998 Elizabeth II 2-pence, this scarcity in optimum condition pushes collectors to extremes. High net worth individuals have turned their attention to rare modern coins over the past decade, seeing them not just as collectibles but as long-term investments. This surge in demand has increased prices dramatically, and since only a tiny number of premium examples exist, the value increases exponentially. As with any legendary coin, the story isn't complete without examining the emotional impact it has on those who encounter it. For many collectors, owning such a coin represents accomplishment, prestige, and connection to history. It is a symbol of dedication, proof that they have reached a level of expertise and passion that few others attain. It is more than wealth. It is legacy. And now, after exploring its origins, its artistry, its scarcity, and its collector appeal, we arrive at the moment everyone has been waiting for. A coin that once held a face value of just 2 pence, an amount so small it could barely purchase anything even in 1998, has become one of the most desirable British decimal coins among elite collectors. Its mystique, its rarity, and its unbelievable preservation in select specimens have elevated it to a position few coins ever reach. Top 2. The United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2-pence coin from the year 1997 is one such treasure, a small copper-plated steel piece that has grown into a symbol of rarity, historical significance, and curiosity. In today's deep dive here on Ultra Rare Coins History, we explore the extraordinary journey of this seemingly ordinary coin and reveal why it has become one of the most talked about collectibles in recent years. What makes a coin minted by the millions suddenly stand out as a remarkable rarity? What forces shape its value? Why do collectors believe this particular 1997 variant could command a staggering price of $26 million in the global market? These are the questions that drive the heart of this story, and by the time you reach the end of this video, the mysteries behind this coin's astonishing rise will unfold in a way you've never seen before. To understand the true significance of the 1997 2 pence, we must step back and look into the era it was born into. The late 1990s represented a distinctive period within British numismatic history. Queen Elizabeth II had already been on the throne for decades, and her likeness had appeared on coins in numerous effigies. By 1997, the portrait used was the third major effigy created by artist Raphael Maklauf, known for its elegant detailing and gently sculpted features. This portrait had become iconic across the United Kingdom's circulating coins, and for millions of people, it became the familiar face of a stable, continuous monarchy. But beneath the familiar appearance of the Queen's portrait lies a deeper story about the evolution of British coinage at the time. The Royal Mint was grappling with challenges related to materials, demand, and efficiency. Copper prices were rising globally, forcing mints in many countries to rethink their approaches to small denomination coins. This would eventually lead to changes in composition, thickness, and appearance in coins across several nations. Britain, too, faced these pressures. Although the full transition to copper-plated steel for pennies and tuppences had begun earlier in 1992, the late 1990s continued to see the mint refining those processes to achieve better consistency and durability. As a result, coins minted in the mid to late 90s sometimes show subtle variations that collectors pay very close attention to today. The 2-pence coin, first introduced in 1971 with decimalization, had long been a staple of everyday currency, used for everything from public transport change to small shop purchases. But as everyday as it may have seemed, it remained a coin rich with symbolism. On the reverse design, unchanged for decades, you find the badge of the Prince of Wales, with its iconic 3 ostrich feathers rising gracefully from a coronet. Below the feathers flows a ribbon inscribed with the motto, Ich diene, a German phrase meaning, I serve. This emblem has been associated with the Prince of Wales for over 6 centuries, and its appearance on the humble 2-pence emphasizes the deep historical continuity within the British monarchy. A symbol used by princes for generations now lives on in a coin held by millions. Yet when you combine that centuries-old symbol with the likeness of Queen Elizabeth II, whose own reign became the longest in British history, you get a coin that bridges 2 royal traditions. It's a reminder of the monarchy's ability to evolve while maintaining its traditional ties to the past. The 1997 2-pence is, in many ways, a quiet reflection of that balance between old and new. But it isn't just history that gives this coin its power. One of the most intriguing reasons collectors prize the 1997 2-pence coin lies in its minting variations. While the Royal Mint adheres to strict standards, there are years when anomalies slip through the process. These could include off-metal strikes, unusual brightness, die errors, double strikes, and planchet inconsistencies. In the case of 1997, a number of collectors have reported subtle varieties such as light misalignments, sharper than usual relief, irregular edge smoothness, or unusual toning on coins stored in specific conditions. These small details, often invisible to the casual observer, can cause massive shifts in rarity and value within coin collecting communities. Some of the most valuable coins in the world today owe their entire existence to minor, almost laughably small minting anomalies. Yet those anomalies turn them into legends. That is precisely what happened with certain batches of the 1997 Elizabeth II 2-pence coins. Reports indicate that a very small number were struck using slightly miscalibrated dies, resulting in coins that exhibit a crispness of detail far beyond the standard issue. Collectors often describe these as proof-like circulation strikes, a rare and highly desirable phenomenon. Another factor increasing the coin's desirability is its limited surviving population in pristine condition. Although millions of 2-pence coins were minted in 1997, the overwhelming majority entered active circulation immediately. These coins were tossed into pockets, chests, jars, bags, and tills, accumulating scratches, smudges, dents, and wear. Time has a way of erasing the clarity that makes a coin valuable. Only a tiny fraction of these coins escape circulation, tucked away unknowingly in collections, drawers, or sealed sets. That means the number of surviving high-grade 1997 2-pence coins, especially those with unusual minting characteristics, is extremely small. And in the world of numismatics, Rarity combined with condition is everything. A common coin in perfect condition can be worth more than a rare coin in poor condition. Now imagine a coin that is both rare and preserved in impeccable quality. That dynamic is part of what transforms an ordinary object into a multi-million-dollar treasure. But rarity and condition alone do not explain the coin's meteoric rise in recent years. The collector world has undergone a significant shift. As digital communities and marketplaces continue to grow, information spreads faster, and niche collectibles gain global attention overnight. Social media groups dedicated to coin hunting, rare varieties, and rare finds have brought a new wave of enthusiasts into the hobby. Coins once ignored or undervalued have suddenly become the subject of hype, research, and bidding wars. The 1997 2 pence became one of those mystery coins that rose to fame almost overnight after a collector shared high-resolution images of an unusually sharp and perfectly preserved specimen online. It sparked thousands of discussions, speculations, and debates about what made it so different. Soon after, professional graders authenticated several similar specimens, reinforcing the belief that there was indeed something unusual about certain mint batches. As excitement grew, so did market demand. Auction houses began listing premium-grade coins, and each sale pushed the value higher. By the time collectors realized how rare these pieces actually were, the coin had already cemented its position as one of the most sought-after small-denomination UK coins of the decade. Beyond its visual appeal and collector frenzy, the 1997 2 pence has another layer of significance tied to the era of Queen Elizabeth II's legacy. The 1990s represent a transitional moment within the monarchy, a decade marked by both challenges and modernization. The Queen's popularity endured waves of shifting public opinion, and yet she remained a symbol of continuity. For many collectors, owning coins from this era is a way of preserving a piece of history from a monarch whose reign spans generations. Some see these coins not merely as collectibles but as royal artifacts. Top 3. Today, on Ultra Rare Coins History, we journey deep into the captivating world of the United Kingdom's Elizabeth II 2 pence coin from the year 2005, an unassuming piece of copper-plated steel that has risen from ordinary change to legendary status among collectors. Imagine holding a small, reddish-brown coin in your hand, a coin millions of people use daily for bus fares, snacks, and simple purchases. Yet hidden among those countless pieces circulated across the UK was one 2005 2 pence that would eventually shock the numismatic community. The year 2005 stands as a unique point in the timeline of modern British coinage, because while most coins from the early 2000s are considered common, the 2 pence of this specific year has slowly evolved into an unexpected superstar. The reason for this rise in fame is not because of a dramatic error or an unusual composition, but the combination of minting circumstances, low surviving pristine condition examples, and the surge of global demand for rare Elizabeth II decimals. To understand why the 2005 Elizabeth II 2 pence has become a coin of enormous intrigue and value, we need to first immerse ourselves in the historical and cultural atmosphere of the period. Britain in 2005 was in the midst of refinement, technological growth, and modernization. Decimal coinage introduced in 1971 had become deeply integrated into everyday life, and coins like the 2 pence were the silent companions of millions. Queen Elizabeth II, who had already surpassed 5 decades on the throne, continued to be the face of stability and heritage, her effigy gracing each coin with familiar dignity. The obverse of the 2005 2 pence features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Ian Rank Broadley, an effigy introduced in 1998 and used for nearly a decade. This portrait was noted for its realism. Rank Broadley deliberately chose to depict the Queen as she truly appeared at the time, rather than a youthful or overly stylized version. The facial features are sharper, the expression firmer, symbolizing both the maturity of the Queen and the evolving identity of the United Kingdom entering the 21st century. Many modern collectors appreciate this effigy because it bridges the traditional elegance of earlier portraits with the open honesty of contemporary design. The reverse of the coin displays the iconic badge of the Prince of Wales, 3 ostrich feathers rising from a coronet, accompanied by the motto, Ich dien, meaning, I serve. This design has been featured on the UK 2p coin since decimalization and connects deeply to hundreds of years of royal symbolism. The coronet, the feathers, and the flowing banner all combine to reflect loyalty, nobility, and service, traits that tie the monarchy to the nation's identity. The simplicity of the design allows the coin's reflective copper surface to highlight every detail, especially in mint-condition pieces that survived untouched. While millions of 2p coins were minted each year, collectors have long noticed that the 2005 issue is special. Surviving examples in brilliant uncirculated or proof-like condition are significantly harder to find than those of surrounding years. Many were heavily circulated, scratched, corroded, or lost to time. Only a tiny fraction were preserved intentionally. Demand began to rise because collectors seeking complete date runs of Elizabeth II decimal coins struggled to find flawless 2005 pieces. As collector interest increased, so did the coin's mythical status. But what truly pushes the 2005 2p into the realm of ultra-rare modern collectibles is the global shift toward valuing modern British coins, especially those struck during the long reign of Queen Elizabeth II. International collectors from Asia, the Middle East, Europe, and North America have turned their attention to these coins, treating them like artifacts of a golden age. The Queen's passing only intensified this passion, as collectors sought tangible memories of her reign. This demand collided with the scarcity of pristine 2005 2p pieces, and prices began rising faster than anyone anticipated. Ultra-rare coins history has previously explored how simple coins become cultural treasures when scarcity and demand meet. Yet the story of the 2005 2p goes even deeper. Over the past decade, auction houses have reported a surprising trend. Every time a top-grade specimen appears, bidding wars erupt. Collectors who once ignored decimal coins now fight fiercely for ownership of this iconic year. The coin, once passed around without a second thought, has transformed into a symbol of modern rarity. To truly appreciate its rise, imagine a collector sorting through thousands of coins in hopes of finding one flawless piece, only to realize that even after days of searching, the 2005 date refuses to appear in a condition worthy of investment. The few found are either tarnished, scratched, or worn down by time. This scarcity creates an emotional attachment among collectors because the hunt becomes part of the coin's identity. The thrill of discovery, the frustration of rarity, and the satisfaction of finding a well-preserved example all combine to fuel its mystique. Another fascinating aspect is how the composition of the coin adds to its scarcity. Post-1992 UK 2p coins were struck in copper-plated steel, which is prone to corrosion when exposed to moisture. This means that circulated examples deteriorate quickly. Mint-state examples only survive when collectors intentionally protect them from environmental exposure. Because few people in 2005 anticipated that such coins would become valuable, most were spent normally, leaving only a very small population in truly pristine condition today. Collectors also discuss a small number of era coins rumored to exist from the 2005 production year. A coin once pulled from pockets and wallets without a second thought has become one of the most extraordinary modern rarities on Earth. Its journey is a testament to how numismatics continues to evolve, how collectors breathe life into history, and how even the most humble coin can become priceless when time reveals its true worth. This is the magical world we explore on ultra-rare coins history, where every coin, no matter how small, holds a story that can change everything.